Hello everybody, this is Tyler James coming at you from Riggs Cat. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about SIS-2 and how we can get on SIS-2 and some of the basic features that go along with it. Starting out, you see I'm just right here at the normal Riggs home screen, Riggs Central. We're all familiar with this page. If we were to try to get on SIS-2 from this page, what we could do is, well, there's a couple different options. First, without typing anything in the search bar, we could come to external. We could come into dealer.cat. From dealer.cat, you could be able to come down here and you could hit SIS 2.0. And there you are. You can see you're at your home screen there. Now, we'll kind of start right back from the beginning here. One other way that we have to get to it is, and it's probably the easiest way, and that's just type in sis2.cat.com. So no www or https or anything like that, just a straight up sis2.cat.com. And once you type that in, you can hit enter, and it's going to take you right there to our home page. Now then, to log into SysWeb or to SIS-2, it's the same credentials as if we were logging into SysWeb. So our basic CWS login. And that's going to get us logged in to SIS-2 just like we would log in to SysWeb. Now then, you can see the home screen, the page, looks completely different than normal. You see a couple of these little links down here and a couple things up here that are there for us to click on. We'll run through them real quick and then we'll kind of move on to typing in a serial number. So the announcements tab, that's just letting us know, hey, they released a new update, or they might have a new training video for us, or they might have something they want us to know about. External links. So this right here is basically just like our additional service information links that are in normal SysWeb. That we go to TMI from, SIMSI, we get to Vim stuff, and just all across the board, if we need to find anything, this is where we're going to need to go. So external links, remember that right there on the home page, and you can click on any one of them and it'll shoot you right there to that page. Coming soon. Basically, that's just going to tell us kind of what's been released in the latest updates, and we can kind of keep track with that, or we can see if they've put something on there we've been looking for, or we can just see what they've got on there that says, hey, we're working on this similar parts thing that y'all been wanting, so we're still working on it. It's just not there yet. You can come here and you can read all about that, and you can kind of see what's there, what's coming. Now then, coming up here, you see in this top right hand corner, you got a couple different options to click on. Basically, this first one, it's got a globe on it. You can see it's just got different languages. So if you're feeling frisky and want to try to read SysWeb in a different language, that's how you're going to do it right there. So for the most part, it's going to be in English. We're going to keep it in English. Everything's fine. Alright, so now then, this right here, you see we get this drop down. We can click on it, and that's going to take us to our new information. So on normal SysWeb that we're used to or that we know of, there's always been a tab right there that has new information. And basically what we can do with that is we can click on it, and then we can see what's been added to SysWeb for the past 7 days. So it's always changing, and there's a lot of information on it. Some of it's really good. Some of it's just, things that we're not ever going to be dealing with. But it's kind of a good practice to get into, to just maybe on a Monday morning or Monday evening getting ready to leave, you can click on this new information and you can actually see all the things that's been added, service magazines, TIBs, service letters, all kinds of things like that. Another thing is you can see all this filter stuff over here. So later on when we cover that, throughout the videos, you'll be able to use this section over here to help you find what you need a lot more friendly and a lot easier. So next, we're going to come over here to this little service link, this little chain link thing. Basically what that's going to do is, before they added the additional service information to the home page of SysWeb, you had to come over here and click on this additional service information link. Basically what that link did was take you back to the old SysWeb, or take you back to this SharePoint that SysWeb's got. But I'll show you an example. Remember that external links right there. That is what the additional service information is going to be. So we don't have to worry about this right here anymore. We can come straight down and we can just look at external links right here. Service software files. So just like on SysWeb, we've got that option to look up flash files. What this page right here, or this tab, is going to do, if we click on it, it's going to take us directly back to SysWeb. So as of right now, I'll show you. Kind of goes back to the old SysWeb page that we're used to and what we're familiar with. Now then, the shopping cart right here. That's for if we had a shopping cart, or we've been making parts list or something like that on SIS. We could click on it. We could come to our list, and we could just view our shopping carts. We'll get more into detail on the shopping cart side of SIS too, but that's where that option is at. And under your username, you've got a couple different options. The feedback, the training, log out, those kinds of things. So now then, and you might have noticed that I was clicking up here on this cat button, cat SIS2 up here in the top left hand corner. Basically what that's going to do is take us right back to this screen. No matter where we're at in SysWeb, it's going to take us right back to the cat SIS2 home screen. Now then, okay, we'll just click on a couple more things. I'll show you what these two buttons right here do and the differences in them. Alright, so I'm just going to use a random serial number. I'll use a N9M333, which is a motor grader. And I'm going to hit this, I'm going to hit search right here. So I'm hitting this search. And we wait for it, and you can see it loads up a lot of filters. And it's got lots of different options right here. Just lots of different things lined up. I come down here to the bottom. I can see I've got 109 pages of this. So if I was trying to come in here and look up a quick part, it may be kind of tough just to scroll down through here and hope for the best. Now there's lots of different ways that we can filter out what we need to find. And we'll cover this more later, but the main thing that you can remember about this is, and it kind of helps me out, is if you've ever got on the internet looking for a truck or looking for a used truck or something like that, you can come down here and click your make, your model, and all these other filters. Well, basically, we've already got our machine that we're looking for. But from here, we can come down here and we can filter out air system, brake system. Okay, if we know SMCS codes, we can filter out that way. And we can just eventually break it down pretty far. And you can see if I hit this show more, there's quite a bit of information that we can use to filter. Now then, going back to the home screen, I can hit this cat right here, SIS2, or what I can do is I can simply hit the back button. The back button works in SIS2. So that's something that we're not very used to in normal SIS, but back button does work. Now then, I'll type in that same serial number, N9M333. One thing we're used to doing is, let me get this right, is we're used to typing in a number, and the first thing we do is we hit enter. So I'm just going to hit enter. I know you can't see my keyboard, but just pretend like I'm hitting enter right now, because there we go. I hit it, and you notice it takes me right back to this product configuration page, just like we got when we was in, when we hit the search button instead of navigate. So basically search and hitting enter does the exact same thing from the home screen. Now then, I'm going to go back using this back button right here. I'll type in that same serial number. And I'm going to hit navigate this time. So once I hit navigate, you can see I've got a completely different screen. From this right here, you're looking at this one, or what is that? Well, that's our as shipped screen. Basically, you know, before on SysWeb, we had to type in our serial number, go and then hit as shipped. Well, as soon as we type in our serial number and we hit navigate, we're on our as shipped screen. So we can come down through here and we can click on whatever group we need, or we can go to service letters, we can go to SIMS-I, or we can hot link right to TMI. I'll cover another couple of these buttons later on, but for right now, these are just hot links. We can click on them, they'll take us right where we need to be. Now then, there's one important thing that we need to recognize from this page, is this little drop down area. This machine only has one, but a lot of machines are going to have multiple different configurations. You might have your custom parts manuals, you might have custom winch manuals, and with SIS2 there's no telling which one it's going to be on. So the first thing to get in the habit of is coming in, making sure you're on your configuration that you need to be on. Once we're on that, we're ready to start looking up parts. So we can just kind of break it down. This works the same as normal SIS, just breaking down that tree. Just keep going further and further down, and you can see eventually we'll get to something we're looking for. Say we went a step too far and we need to go back. We can hit back. Back button takes us right back to where we was. So there's a quick introduction to maybe starting to look up parts on SIS2. Don't be afraid to get in there and hit buttons. It's very simple once you get used to it and really know what buttons you got to hit to do what. That's one of the big differences. There's a lot of key buttons that you kind of got to know what they do, and it can really make it easier on SIS2. Especially, you know, one of the two that I think helps the most with people is knowing the difference in the navigate and knowing what search does. Because as you've seen, those two buttons can take you to two very different places. So remember that, get on there, go around, see what you can figure out with it, see what you can find, see what you can't find, and what you can't find, maybe I can help you find it some other time. But for now, that's what I got. We'll see y'all later.